Hey everyone, Tony D. Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Malignant. Malignant, Joan, a very scary movie about a woman's imaginary friend who comes to life and murders people. Kinda, sort of. Or it was the devil whispering in her ear who she interpreted as her imaginary friend when she was a child, and now it's returned because there has to be a movie, right? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Excuse me. And you could help feed Little Joan. Little Joan loves treats, and if you buy a book, I'll give Little Joan a treat. So somebody bought Wokistan the other day, so Joan should get a little treat. Yeah, right, Joan? Oh boy, Joan wants treats. Here you go, babe. They're peanut butter treats. She loves them. Yum, yum, yum. Malignant. Uh, it's like your typical scary movie. The thing that I think is key with a movie like this is what are the rules? What are the rules of this movie? That there she is looking at old video of herself as a child. Here's a scary scene where Gabriel shows up and then he turns on the lights and then he's gone and then he's behind him and he kills him. And every victim brings him closer to her, which is, begs the question, why don't you just kill her in the first place? But again, movie. So the first act's going to be her having these dreams, seeing murders, starting to figure it out. Second act is her, the murders keep happening and maybe Gabriel sort of comes to visit and she starts putting it together, and then the third act, Gabriel shows up and she has to fight him. The end. And she kills him, but did she kill him? Or maybe she dies and maybe she'll be back. Screenplay by Akila Cooper, directed by James Wan. I mean, it looks well directed. I don't know about this premise, though. Coming to theaters in September 10th and also on HBO. I don't know. I'm not seeing the rules. See, that's the thing that makes these movies bearable to me. Like, if you have a series of rules, like, does Gabriel have to kill a certain amount of people by a certain amount of time? Does he have to kill them in a certain way? That kind of thing. Otherwise, you're just kind of making the stuff up as you go along, and which is fine and all if there's a very clever thing that connects to an ancient curse or riddle or something. If you're just kind of doing this just to show off, it's nothing, right? If the only reason for all this nonsense is, well, we need a movie and this is cool, then that's not a reason within the movie. We need a reason within the movie why he targeted her, why he's doing this, what entity is he, how he can be stopped, how he can't be stopped. This was a problem, I think, with the Freddy Krueger movies. It wasn't very clear what Freddy was, and it kind of kept changing a little bit. Yeah, it was kind of same thing with like Jason Voorhees. They kept adding this supernatural element, and then maybe in one movie that would be this is how you defeat him, and in another movie it would be another way. Like, if you just get all that stuff out of the way, you could always play with it, right? So let's say you're a typical vampire. Typical vampire, what's his weakness? You've got steaks and garlic and crosses and all that stuff. But you have plenty of vampire movies where they play fast and loose with that. Or you have a reason why somebody's, a vampire might get himself immune, like if he asks you in his home. So you can always add that kind of stuff later to keep clarifying the rules, right? And as long as you keep building upon that, that makes it interesting. If you just change up the rules because, well, we need a cool scene here in a church, whereas the earlier movies or the earlier scenes, you couldn't enter a church, that's it's like defying your own physics that you're setting up in your universe. So when it comes to supernatural and magic stuff, the rules have to be, at least if they're not clear in the movie, they have to be clear as in the screenwriter's head. I'm not seeing that in this trailer. It doesn't mean the rules aren't clear. The rules might be there. Maybe they're not putting them in the trailer. But it feels like yet another movie that's just going to have a bunch of murders and a bunch of cool stuff happen. The walls melt. You can see here they melt. That's cool. The melting walls are cool, but it's not enough. At the end of the day, it's not enough. Here's Gabriel getting up and killing her. You need that extra thing, and you need a story, of course. So, Malignant. I don't know. Maybe I'm leaning towards no. Yeah, I'd have to read a really good review for me to say it. And that's it for me and Little Joan tonight. That's our 2 videos. We have 2 more videos on Bitchute and Rumble, so don't miss them, right, Little Joan? We're going to go walkies, so we'll see you tomorrow.